This is Terry Wager. The time right now is 11:35 p.m. I'm on Southeast Holgate here. I'm right across from the Multnomah Park cemetery over there. Biomat Plasma Center is right there, and the Walgreens is right over there. And I am currently surrounded by Portland Police and by civilian sting ops. That white vehicle. There was a person that just got in a vehicle. He's taking off right now. He was at the red box machine over there where the movies are. He was over there planning shit. He pulled up just as I got to this location. He pulled up and pulled in there, and he's one of the sting ops that has been stalking me for, well, ever since I became homeless. Now he's obviously planted something over there, and while he was doing that, a Portland cop pulled off of 82nd here and came down here and then pulled in here, and the Portland cop is down there parked, and he just parked right over there. Now both Walgreens is closed and the Plasma Center is closed. Now that cop just pulled in there and parked right over there. He's way back there in the corner, right after that white car parked right there at that red box. Now they know that I tend to sleep in this area. I'll either, if it's raining, I'll sleep over there at Walgreens because there's like a cover right there. And the employees that work at that Walgreens and the manager that works at that Walgreens never complained about me being there. Never had any complaints about me, and didn't mind the fact that I was sleeping there. And you know, they understood the fact that, you know, like, you know, if it's raining or something, you know, they understand that, you know, people that are homeless need a dry place to lay down. And it's like, when it's raining, there's not very many dry places. But I am a target of a sting. Well, as I approached this area, the sting ops, I came from this direction, and the sting ops immediately pulled in. And that white vehicle pulled in. That vehicle has been stalking me ever since I have been homeless. And he pulled in there and went to the red box. Now there's another Portland police vehicle right there. And there's a Portland police vehicle right over there, and it's parked. So there's a police vehicle, there's a police vehicle. Both vehicles have police officers in them. And that cop pulled in there right after that sting op in a white car pulled in right there. They're very organized, and it's like they wait in ambush. It's like this is technically an illegal ambush. This is like illegal stalking on their part, and they're not even trying to hide it. Police don't have a right to park in there. That's private property, and the place is closed. They don't have a right to park over there, but they're criminals. These police officers are criminals, and they're stalking me. And they're not trying to fucking hide it from me. They don't even care if I know. This is illegal stalking on their part. They're not even hiding it. They're not even trying to hide it. Officer Eric Carlson and Officer John Ray murdered a kid. Everybody Clackamas Walmart is witnessing and bragging about it. Notice how they just sit there. Notice that. They just sit there. They don't care if I'm charging cops with murder. They don't give a damn. They want me dead because I'm a witness against them, and they were trying to set me up to get the blame for their shit. I have a history of saving lives. The county sheriffs and the Dunham family, they have a history of targeting me and my family since 1971. And oh gee, in the year 2000, I became targeted by them again. What a coincidence. You all have a history of this. Oh, now he's turning on the lights. Let's see. They're not hiding it. What are the odds of that? He's heading right over to me now. What are the odds of that? You don't like the fact that I'm pointing it out. Notice how... Gee, I'm not welcome to charge cops. I'm not welcome to charge county sheriff officers. I'm not welcome to charge their buddies or their relatives or their girlfriends with jack shit. This is illegally stalking on their part. Now he's probably going to go around the block and come around again. How much you want to bet? Looked like he was slowing down. Yep, I bet he's going to go around the block. Let me see. No, I don't think I did. He went around that way. He probably came down that street that's over there a block away, and then he probably took off that way. Or he's probably just waiting on that street over there and waiting to see what I'm going to do. You know, in other words, waiting to see where I go to lay down to sleep for the night. You know, that kind of a thing. Either way, it's stalking on their part. Illegal stalking. They're not even trying to fucking hide it. Police officers and their buddies and their relatives and their girlfriends and pretty much anybody in law enforcement, and that includes county sheriffs, state police, and local FBI offices, even U.S. Marshals, for Christ's sake. Oh, there he is again. There he is again. He just came out from right there again. Oh my God, there's another one. Oh my God. They're not even trying to fucking hide it. Oh my God. There were two of them in this area. They came out from this parking lot where that one police car over there was parked. Well, there's no other place to go in or out of this place other than this driveway. Now, when I was getting that police vehicle on video before it drove off, where's the other two vehicles that are in here? Where are they? They didn't show up on the video, so they must have been hiding on the side of that building right there. So there was 3 in total in here, and I only noticed the one because the one pulled in here right in front of me as I was walking up this way. That one car pulled in and it parked right over there in that back corner. Well, guess what? There were 2 more police cars in that area alongside the building, out of my line of sight. So even when that cop left, trying to give me the impression that, okay, the cop is leaving, there were still 2 other cop cars back there waiting in ambush. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. no matter where I try to go to sleep, I'm just going to be ambushed by a bunch of fucking murderers. They're not even trying to fucking hide it. Gee, if I lay down anywhere now for the night, gee, the moment I go to sleep, I'm just going to be approached by and encircled by a bunch of fucking murderous cops that just make up a bunch of shit, and then they'll just probably beat me to death or shoot me to death. And then it'll just fake justification on the news, just like law enforcement always does here in Portland, Oregon. My God, they're not even trying to fucking hide it. As you can see, there is no other way to drive into this parking lot here other than go in and out through this area right here. And when I initially shined the camera in that direction, there was only one police car that was visible. And then I walked down this way to see if that cop went around the block, and didn't see him. So I started coming back this way, and as I started coming back this way, 2 cop cars pulled out of here with their lights flashing. Now, the only place those 2 cop cars could be would be alongside that building. That's the only way they could be in this parking lot and not be visible to my camera. So in other words, 2 cop cars were alongside that building, and there was that one that was parked in that corner over there that was visible. This is illegal ambush on their part. Technically, this is illegal. They're stalking me. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it. And the sting ops that are in that white vehicle that parked over there at Walgreens, he's the one heralding all this. So he deliberately put himself in the area where I was heading to right before I got to the area that I'm heading to. Now see, they know my routine. They stalk me everywhere I go. They know exactly what my routine is. So they know, based on the sidewalk that I'm walking on, they know exactly where I'm heading. So the sting op goes right to the place where I'm heading right before I can get there. That's called staging, people. That's called staging. And just as the sting op gets into position over there in the area where I'm heading to, a fucking police car comes in and pulls in over here and sits over in that corner. And what a coincidence. There was 2 more police cars hiding on the side of that building. So there were 3 police cars back here in general, waiting in ambush. And a plainclothes sting op was getting himself in position over in the area where I was heading. These people are fucking murderers. They're not even trying to hide it. I'm a good person. I have a history of saving lives. I have been stalked and targeted by these fucking worthless fucking murderers in law enforcement ever since I was 6 years old in 1971. Me and my family became targeted by a sting in 1971 when I was just 6 years old. Our neighbors that lived 2 houses away from us were relatives to people in the Multnomah County Sheriffs. They're called the Dunhams, the Dunham family. And in 1971, the Dunham family and the Multnomah County Sheriff framed a neighbor that lived a block away from them. And they were framing that person as a pedo. And they were using doubles and photogenic photos. And they were using the Dunham children as well as neighbor children to pose with this double. While the mother of the Dunham family, Darlene Dunham, took photogenic photos of her children and the neighbor children she rounded up that were posing with this double. Now, I happen to be one of the neighbor children, Darlene Dunham, rounded up for this. And I'm only 6 years old at the time and had no idea what the fuck was going on. None. And they used me in that operation. Two police car, and he just flashed a light at me. Two police cars. One went down that way, and one's pulling in here again. And one flashed a bright light at me. So they're going to get back into position. This is not a police station. This is a plasma center. Now see, why are they going back into position? And why did that police car that went down that way, why did he just flash a light at me? I don't know if the camera caught it or not. He just shined a bright flashlight at me as he drove past. These people are fucking murderers. And they're not even trying to hide it. This is illegal stalking on their part. Technically, that cop is trespassing right now. He doesn't have a right to be there. That's private property. And they're technically stalking. About a month ago, a detective put a knife, sneaked up behind me over there at Eastport Plaza, which is right over there, and it's just like a block that way. A detective snuck up behind me, and she put a knife at my throat. And while she had this knife at my throat, she was admitting they're setting me up for a murder. She's fucking admitting to it. And she didn't realize that my camera, my GoPro camera, was sitting in my coat pocket and was still on and was still recording. And I caught that on audio and video. When she realized my camera was still recording and was still running, she lunged at me with that knife, and I have that on video. Now, technically, this is premeditated murder on their part.